Well, bonjour there. I thought I'd share a few things about my two grandmas. My first one that I'll share is of my grandma Margaret Baker Brissette Morris, and she would be my mother's mother. And I was about 7 years old when she passed away in December of 1963, but throughout the early years of my life, I spent a lot of time with her, probably because my dad, my pa, Lewis, Uncle Butts Peterson, would go out on the lake early in the morning, and then my mom worked at Allwoods, and so I'd go up there and she would watch me. It's kind of strange how when I look at pictures of her house now, that it's just was just a little tar paper shack, but it sure didn't look or feel like that. She had a wood burning stove in the kitchen, and that's how she would cook. And then would have to haul water from the little well that was down by Yami and Leonard's, and would burn wood in there to to cook on her stove. In the back, she had a outhouse, so that's where she would go to the bathroom, and then she'd take her little slop pail out there. One time I must have did something, and I was sitting at the kitchen table. She had a round oak kitchen table that was in front of her two big windows that looked out to the outhouse. And I was sitting there crying, and Grandma was going out to the bathroom, and I went, I bet you she goes out there and turns into the devil, and then when she comes out, she's Grandma again. So just wonderful memories of that. The other grandma I had was Angeline Gordon Peterson, and that was my pa's mother, and always very special to be with her. And she'd tell stories of a long time ago, and would go there and just sit there sometimes, and she would just talk and talk and talk, always doing things. She was always puttering around, so it was such a special time being with her. One time when she lived in the old housing, up by the old housing, I thought I'm gonna go up there and visit her, and I'm gonna tape her. So I went up there, and she started talking, and I said, Grandma, I said, is it okay that I tape you and tape your stories? And she said, oh, she says, I don't know what to say. So she wouldn't talk. I'd ask her a question, and she'd go, yes, no. But any other time, she would just go on and on about all kinds of different stories. She told me of a relative that on the Gordon side that was one of the priests in the local area. And right offhand, I don't remember the name, but it was a time when the Chippewas or Ojibways and Anishinaabe were kind of at war with the Lakota or the Sioux people, and there was a group of Lakotas or Sioux that was over by where Bayview is, the beach and stuff like that. And I guess some of the Chippewas were going to go over and go to war with them. Well, this priest on the Gordon side must have heard that, so he went over there and he let them know that there might be some trouble coming about, and so they were able to get out of the area. And I remember when I first heard that, I was kind of shocked because like they were supposed to be our enemies. Well, after I thought about it, after Grandma shared that and I thought about it, it's like that Father Gordon was a brave person, first to go there in what was considered enemy territory, and yet to go there and tell them that they should probably leave the area, and then to go against like the Zone tribe. So it took a lot of courage and guts, and so then I got to where I really admired him because he saved probably a lot of lives. And today that area over by Bayview is called Sioux River Flats, and it was named after that, the Sioux. So I just wanted to share a couple of those things about my two grandmas. My grandma Angeline passed away in April of 1979, and so I just dearly miss them and think about all the teachings that they gave and that they shared. Miigwech, Gigawabmin.